My son, it's a funny thing, time. It has this way of sanding down the sharp edges of memory, leaving behind a smooth, polished stone you can hold in your hand. But some things never lose their edge. I was thinking about one of those today. I was thinking about the day you learned to ride your bike without training wheels. You were, 6? You had that little red bicycle with the silver streamers on the handlebars. I held the back of the seat, running behind you on the cracked pavement of our street. My lungs burned, my legs ached, and I kept shouting, "I've got you! I've got you!" And then I let go. For a glorious 3 seconds, you flew. You were a blur of red and silver, a triumphant smile plastered on your face. And then you wobbled. You looked back, your eyes wide with the sudden shocking realization that I wasn't there, that the safety net was gone, and you fell. I remember the sound of the scrape, the sharp, wailing cry that tore through the quiet afternoon. I ran to you, ready with bandages and empty platitudes. But before I could get there, you did something that has stuck with me for all these years. You pushed yourself up. Your little lip was trembling. Your knee was bleeding, a bright crimson against the dusty asphalt. Tears were streaming down your face, making clean tracks through the dirt. But you got up. You looked at the bike, lying on its side like a fallen animal. Then you looked at me. Your eyes weren't asking for help. They were asking a question. Is this it? Is this the end of the ride? I just nodded, and you, with that trembling lip and bleeding knee, you picked up the bike. You put your foot back on the pedal. We never really talked about that moment. We celebrated when you finally rode, a full block without falling. We high-fived, we had ice cream, we celebrated the success. But we never talked about the moment before the success, the moment of pure, unvarnished courage. That's what I want to talk to you about now. Not the trophies on the shelf, not the victories, not the applause. I want to talk about the trembling. Because, son, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's not the loud bellowing roar of a lion. More often than not, it's the quiet, shaky whisper in the dark that says, again, courage is standing, even when your knees tremble. You're a man now. You have your own world, your own battles, your own cracked pavement. I'm not running behind you anymore. And I know, with a certainty that sits deep in a father's bones, that there are days you feel that wobble. The sudden gut-wrenching realization that the safety net is gone. Maybe it happens in a boardroom. You've just presented an idea you poured your soul into, and the room is silent. The air grows thick. You can feel the judgment, the doubt, the invisible weight of expectation. Your heart is a drum against your ribs. Your mouth is dry and you can feel a tremor starting in your hands, so you hide them under the table. In that moment, courage isn't about having all the answers. It's not about a clever rebuttal. It's about holding your ground in that crushing silence. It's about meeting their eyes, even when you want to look away. It's about breathing in and out and standing by your work, by your integrity, even if they tear it to shreds. It's about standing, son, even when your knees are knocking together so hard, you're sure someone can hear them. Or maybe the trembling comes home with you. Maybe it's when you're looking at the woman you love and you know you've hurt her. The words have been said, the damage has been done, and a chasm has opened between you. The easy thing, the cowardly thing, is to build a wall, to retreat into anger or silence or pride. That's a fortress. It feels safe, but it's a prison of one. The courage, the real earth-shaking courage, is to take a step toward that chasm. It's the courage to say, "I was wrong." 3 words that can feel heavier than mountains. It's the courage to be vulnerable, to lay down your armor when every instinct is screaming at you to protect yourself. To let her see the regret, the fear, the shame in your eyes. That's a different kind of trembling, isn't it? It's the earthquake of the soul. It's the terror of being truly seen, of being found wanting. But you must stand in that tremor. You must be willing to let the ground shake beneath your feet for the chance to build a bridge. That is the courage that it forges a love that lasts. Remember this. A fortress is built to keep things out. A home is built by letting someone in. Son, courage is standing even when your knees tremble. And then there's the quietest battle of all. The one no one else sees. The one that's fought between midnight and dawn, in the lonely country of your own mind. It's the battle against the voice that tells you you're not good enough. The voice that replays every mistake, every failure, every awkward word you've ever said. It's the ghost of the man you thought you'd be by now, haunting the man you are. I know that ghost. Every man does. The trembling here is subtle. It's the hesitation before you pick up the phone to try for a new job. It's the cold knot of anxiety in your stomach that tells you to just stay in bed. It's the temptation of the easy escape, the bottom of a bottle, the endless scroll of a screen, the meaningless thrill of a gamble, anything to numb the feeling of being an imposter in your own life. Courage in this arena is the most profound of all. It's the courage to face your own reflection in the mirror and not flinch. It's the courage to say, yes, I am flawed, I am uncertain, I have failed. And then to say the most important part, but I am not finished. It's the courage to choose the difficult path, not for applause, but for the man it will make you. The courage to go for a run when it's raining. The courage to read a book instead of numbing your mind. The courage to sit in silence and confront your own thoughts. The courage to admit you need help, and then to actually ask for it. These are the unseen victories that build a life of substance. No one will ever give you a medal for getting out of bed on a day when your soul feels like lead. No one will throw you a parade for choosing honesty over pride. But these are the moments that define you. This is the bedrock on which everything else is built, don't you see? The world celebrates the rider who crosses the finish line. But the universe tips its hat to the man with the bleeding knee who picks up his bike and tries again. It reveres the quiet grit, the stubborn refusal to be broken by your own fear. Son, courage is standing, even when your knees tremble. I'm an old man now. My hands, they tremble sometimes. Not from fear, not anymore, but from the sheer weight of all the things they've held. Your tiny hand, for one. Tools that have built and fixed. The steering wheel on long drives home. The hand of your mother for 50 years. Each tremor is a story. Each line on my face is a map of battles won. and lost. And I'll tell you a secret. The trembling never completely goes away. You just get better at standing. You learn to plant your feet. You learn that the tremble is not a sign of weakness, but a sign that you are alive. It's a sign that you are engaging with life, that you are on the field and not in the stands. It's the humming of the engine, not the sputtering of a stall. If you are feeling that tremble in your life right now, in your work, in your love, in your soul, do not despair. It means you are on the edge of something important. You are being tested. You are in the moment right before the success. The world will tell you to be strong, to be fearless, to be a rock. But a rock can't grow. It can't learn. It can't love. I'm not telling you to be a rock. I'm telling you to be a man. And a man feels fear. A man feels doubt. A man stumbles and falls, but he gets up. He gets up with a trembling lip and a bleeding knee. He looks at the challenge that knocked him down, and he picks it back up. He breathes, and he tries again. So, wherever you are, whatever you're facing, feel the ground beneath your feet. Acknowledge the fear. Let your knees shake if they must. Let them be a testament to the magnitude of what you're facing. And then stand. Stand for your integrity. Stand for your family. Stand for the man you are working to become. Stand in the quiet dignity of your effort. Because courage, my son, my magnificent son, the greatest lesson I could ever hope to teach you is this: courage is standing. Even when your knees tremble, especially then. This is Steelfast Father, what every son deserves to hear. Subscribe and send this to one man who needs a steady voice. Then keep pace with us